Hello everyone, my name is Andrea. If you don't know me, you should subscribe, but today I'm going to be doing a book unhaul. Before I get started, I do want to mention that I have a new feature on my channel, which is the channel membership feature. If you want to click the join button down below to look at the different levels I have and look at the different perks and things like that, go ahead and check it out. But let's just get on with the video. Otherwise, if you want to subscribe, like, or comment, please do, because it really helps me know what you like about my channel, what videos you like, and all that stuff. But anyway, today I have about 20 books to get rid of. If you haven't seen my book organization, my bookshelf organization video I did like 2 videos ago, go check it out, because I redid my shelves and I reorganized like 350 books. I didn't do a count, but like last time I counted I had like 400, and I feel like it's right around there. But while I was organizing, I of course had some books that I don't want anymore, some books I've read that I just don't want to keep, some books that I haven't read in years that I know I'm never going to get to. So that's what this is. I have about 20 to share with you guys, and I'm probably going to be taking these to half price books, donating them. But either way, they are leaving Andrea Reed's shelves. They will no longer be here, so let's just get into it. Okay, so these first 3 are an entire series. I am starting off strong and just going for it. But that is going to be the Serpent and Dove series by Shelby Mahurin. This is Serpent and Dove, Blood and Honey, and Gods and Monsters, book 1, 2, and 3 of the Serpent and Dove trilogy. I originally did really like this series. Like, as each book came out, I read them right away. I was like pre-ordering them, very excited about them. It's just that the first book came out and it was like super hyped up, and I did enjoy it. I will say it has the trope of like enemies to lovers, literally, because the main character Lou is a witch. The main other character, the love interest, his name is Reed. He is a witch hunter. So that really did serve for an enemies to lovers. It really did serve. But as the series went on, it just got progressively worse and worse. Not like it's terrible. It's not the worst thing I've ever read, by all means. It's definitely not. It's still really good. I just know I'm never going to read it again. And like, I'm kind of sad to part with it because I don't want to, because I did enjoy it. But like the last book had a trope, or it's not even a trope. It did something with the plot that I didn't like, and it was kind of like, why are you doing this? Because we've already gotten past these things. We're finally can have like some new explorations of the rest of the story, of the rest of the world, of the rest of the characters, and then we take like 2 steps back, and it's just like, why? I kind of felt like she didn't know what to do with the ending, and that her publisher like rushed her and was like, you're getting really famous right now, give me all the books. So I don't know if that's what happened, but I kind of feel like it is. But of course, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, these are gonna go, hopefully they're gonna go to a new home, a first-time reader who will appreciate them and love them. And I'm sad to see them go, but like I said, I need the space, and I'm not gonna read them again, so what's the point of keeping them? The next book I will be getting rid of is What I Lost by Alexandra Ballard. It deals with an eating disorder, so the main character has an eating disorder, and that's really the big topic premise of this book. I originally really wanted to read it because I saw somebody mention it on their channel, but this was literally like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, like so long ago, and I haven't read it by now, so I just feel like I'm not going to. I feel like it will be very good. I can't just keep looking at it on my shelf knowing that I'm not reading it. It's just really frustrating me, so I'm gonna go ahead and let it go. Next, I have The Magicians by Lev Grossman. I don't know much about this. I know it is a TV show. I had some interest in this one from a couple of friends who I know who read this, who liked the series, wanted me to watch it and stuff like that. I just don't think I'm gonna get to it. Like, I haven't by now. I look at it and I don't have any inkling to pick it up, so it's just one of those that I'm just like, be real, Andrea, you're not gonna read it. Then I have Milk and Honey by Rupi Kaur. This is a poetry book. It's like the most infamous poetry book ever. Like, everybody has seen this book and like put the quotes on their Instagram and stuff like that, because it's just one of those ones that was like hyped and just popular. But I don't read poetry, and I'm not a poetry girl. I don't know why I'm just trying to force myself by buying some poetry books when I'm not gonna read them. So this one's going away. Then we have Cyrano de Bergerac by Edmond Rostand. I said that so wrong. I don't even know what this is, okay? Like, this is definitely, I bought this when I was in my buy everything you want and see era. It doesn't matter if you like it or not. I was collecting the Barnes & Noble classics. Like, I like this style. I read Little Women in this copy, this edition. I wanted all of them because they were like really pretty, so I wanted to keep all the pretty colors, but there's no need for that. Like, I'm never gonna read this. There's no need for me to keep them just because they're pretty or just because I'll have a collection. I'd rather like get rid of it and then have the space and the money to actually collect other books that I actually like. So the day has finally come where I will be relinquishing my copy of From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I really don't like this series. The more I think about it, I think it's a really bad series. Like, it's generally just not good. The main characters, Poppy and Hawk, there's nothing to them. Like, there's nothing really good about them. There's nothing special about them. It's stuff that I've seen before, and yes, every author writes different, but this author doesn't try that hard to make this series like anything special. I don't know, I just don't like it. I just didn't like it that much. I read book 1 and book 2. I don't own book 2. Thank God I didn't buy it because these books are expensive, like too expensive for what they are. But I read it, I consumed it. It was a good time. It was an okay time. It was fun, a little bit fun, but now I'm not gonna read this again, and I don't even know if I'm gonna read book 3 because I've already seen spoilers on what happens, and I don't care about the characters, and that's probably the biggest thing, is that the characters just didn't catch me. I don't root for them. I don't even really know what's going on with them. Like, there's no high stakes in this series. It's just not what I want to read at all ever again. So goodbye From Blood and Ash. Goodbye Poppy and Hawk. Also gonna be getting rid of White Cat by Holly Black. I'm really sad about this because I love Holly Black. I did like White Cat, but I don't see myself continuing the series just because it wasn't too exciting. I think some of her other backlist titles will be more timely, like as in it held up against the test of time. This is definitely one that maybe when it came out it was, you know, really good, and like now there's just other things and she's just written better things, like The Cruel Prince. Like, I don't know, I love that work better, and I just don't see myself wanting to keep the series. But I am happy that I read the first one in the series. I have the second one. I actually think I'm keeping it, so maybe I will read the second one, but I just know I'm not going to ever go back to them, so I don't need to keep them. So once I read that one, I'll probably get rid of it as well. But yeah, also this is the worst cover ever. Literally, when I met Holly Black on the Book of Night tour this past year, or this year, she literally said there is a copy out there of White Cat with a person and a cat on the front, when she deliberately asked her publisher to not put a cat on the cover because that's just not, like, even though it's called White Cat, that's not the vibe. It's not like what should be on the cover. And she was like, so out there somewhere there is a cover with the cat on the front, and I hate it. It's my least favorite cover ever. And of course, I have Holly Black's least favorite cover of her books ever, so I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna get rid of The Beautiful by Renee Ahdieh. I haven't read this book. It's just taking up space, and I don't think I'm gonna get to it. My friend Catherine started it, couldn't finish it. I really do trust Catherine's opinion. If she doesn't like something, like to the extent that she didn't like this one and couldn't even finish it, I know it's probably not the greatest book. So I'm gonna let this one go. Don't even know what it's about. I like the cover. I do like the series. Like, I know there's more in this series. I like all the covers. They look intriguing, but I just don't think they are. So here's another Barnes & Noble classic that I don't need. This one's The Prince and the Pauper by Mark Twain. See, Mark Twain is more like, I know who that is, and I know this is a classic, but am I gonna read it? No. Do I need to keep it? No. So like, why would I? But why do I want to? I gotta let it go. Next is Heartless by Marissa Meyer. I really did want to read this. I really do think that it is good. I've had some of my friends who love it, some other YouTubers that love it. But I don't know, I just haven't read it by now, and I feel like the time has passed, and like if I really wanted to read it, I would have read it by now. I've owned this book for like 2 or 3 years at this point. I also saw a fan art of the main characters and a quote, and it was really good, and I was like, oh, I want to know about them. But then I don't think I'm gonna like it that much. Like, it's not gonna be worth it for me to keep it, and so I think I'll be happier to let it go. I just think I will be happier to not look at it on my shelves anymore and constantly think about the fact that, oh, I haven't read that. Next is Dial A For Aunties by Jessie Q. Sutanto. I really did enjoy this book. It was a funny kind of fiction contemporary mystery thriller kind of thing. In this one, like, the main character and her like mom, grandma, aunties, they all help her hide a dead body at a wedding, which is like really funny and really entertaining. I just don't see myself going back to it, and I didn't pick up the sequel. I don't think I'm gonna read the sequels, so unfortunately I didn't like it that much, but it was a good time when I read it, and I'm glad I did read it. Gonna be getting rid of Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. I don't know why I bought this. Like, I don't even know. It's a romance, an adult romance or an adult fiction book, but I did like Carry On by Rainbow Rowell, but I just have no interest in this one, and I've never heard anything about it, so I think I bought it when I like after I read Carry On, and I was like, Rainbow Rowell, yes, but now I'm like, no, I can do without it. Then we have The Lost Love Song by Minnie Dark. This one seemed like a very sad romance, like a tragic romance, which I love me a good cry. I love me a good break my heart book. So in this one, let me tell you about it, because maybe you want to read it and I want someone to read it if I'm not going to read it. But basically the main character is engaged and she's going to get married to her fiance named Ari. Her name is Diana, her fiance's name is Ari, and she writes him a song for like when they're gonna get married, and so they're engaged, whatever. He dies, her fiance dies, and so he never gets to hear the song she played, and she thinks nobody is ever gonna hear it, nobody's ever gonna care about it because it was for her love. And so what I think happens basically from the synopsis is like she down the line, like through her song that she created, this other guy like finds it, and I don't exactly know how because I haven't read the book, but like they connect over this song that was for her lover that she lost, and then they fall in love, and so it's like this song that was meant for somebody else brings them together, and that's like the romance, but it's also sad. And I'm just, oh, maybe I should keep it because it sounds so good to me. I don't know, but I haven't read it and I've had it for 2 years, so I'm saying it's good, I'm hyping it up, but I have no idea. Somebody tell me. I don't think anybody's ever read this because I don't know anybody who's ever mentioned this ever. But if you have, or if I should keep it, just let me know, please. I don't know, what should I do? Saying goodbye to The Immortal Rules by Julie Kagawa. Don't know what this is about. Really did want to get into Julie Kagawa, but I tried one of her other books and I actually just wasn't impressed by it. I don't know, I feel so mean. Not like I wasn't impressed, like, oh my god, you have to impress me because like I'm the reader of all readers, so impress me. No, it's just like maybe it was a bad time, like I don't know, I just wasn't interested. I'm trying to not be mean. I'm okay. Yeah, it's just not one that I think I'm ever gonna get to. Oh, my dog just hit my camera. Okay, goodbye. 2 more books. This one is The Phantom Tollbooth by Norton Juster. This is a middle grade book. I really thought I was going to read this because my friend Catherine bought it for me and I never read it, and I don't think I'm ever gonna, and I just hope she doesn't see this because she literally told me, Andrea, it was my birthday. We were working together at a bookstore and she was like, Andrea, I want to buy you my favorite book ever, and it's this one. She has a giant tattoo like because of this book, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'll read it. And she was like, but I don't want to buy it for you if you're not ever gonna read it. Like, tell me right now, I don't want to waste my money. And I was like, no, I'm gonna read it. Here I am. This is our secret, guys. Nobody tell her. Y'all don't know her. Hope she does not see this, and I don't think she will. She doesn't watch my videos, but I'm sorry, Catherine. Lastly, I'll be getting rid of Save the Day by Morgan Matson. This is like a fluffy romance, I'm guessing, but I've been reading a lot of fluffy romances on Scribd, like on audio, and to be honest, they're all the same, and I've been reading a lot of the same author type, and they're all the same story, and I've just realized that I want to diversify what I read, and I think the reason why I'm not impressed and not really liking any of these romances is because they're not really written for me. The characters aren't like myself. Basically, like, I'm just reading white authors writing about white people falling in love, and like I am not either a white author or a white person falling in love. So I want to find some love stories that will be more about people like me. I don't know. And like, I like to read stuff about characters. They don't, not necessarily they have to be only like people of color characters, but just characters that go through real life things. Whenever it's just these like little fluffy romances, like, oh my god, a cake fell at the wedding and oh, it's the worst, it's the end of the world. Like, no, who cares? I just don't have the mental capacity to care about that right now. And this is just something I've been thinking about recently, and like I could do a whole video on this and like trying to just go through this journey of diversifying my own reads and what I pick out and why am I drawn to certain things, and like I need to change that up. So I'm not gonna go into all that, but I could. But yeah, so nothing against Morgan Matson, but I just don't think that I would love this so much that I need to keep it. Had it for a while, didn't read it, so it's gonna go. So bye-bye. Morgan Matson, save the date. You're going. Oh my god, there's a doggy. There's a dog on the cover though. Okay, I take it all back. I'm gonna read it. I'm just kidding. Okay, that is all the books that I am unhauling at this time. I have a lot more books in here that I haven't read, so who knows, I'll probably do another unhaul in the future, but that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to check out my channel memberships if you want to. I also have all my social media linked down below, my Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all of that stuff. I have some links that you can go to help support my channel, like you can buy me a coffee on Ko-fi, you can buy me a book off my Amazon wishlist. But that is it for this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
3, 2, 1. Arguing again, arguing about something so simple. Make it clear, tell me why you're running back to him. Feeling insecure, feeling like there's more to your character. Every tear that you cry is worth it in the end. But baby, tell me, how have you not figured it